Anker Soundcore Boom 2 Pro. This beast rolls up to your party with 140 watts of booming power, LED lights shaking like it is stuck in a nightclub, and a battery that outlasts every guest. If you want attention, just crank up bass up mode and scare the neighbors. It is tough enough to survive a sandstorm with an IP68 rating, but you might need both hands to lug it around because portable is a generous term for something that weighs more than most people's watermelons. Definitely not subtle. But if you demand your music loud and your bass earth-shaking, this is the portable concert you have always wanted. 8 out of 10. Bang Olufsen Beosound A1 3rd generation. This speaker looks like Nordic jewelry but sounds like a boutique hi-fi, serving up gloriously detailed, dynamic, and balanced music, all in a size that fits easily in any bag, and somehow packs real bass punch without breaking into a sweat or breaking the table. Do not ask it to host your next rave, but for everything short of filling a ballroom, it handles vocals and instruments with silky, smooth confidence, outclassing most speakers in its weight division. Gorgeous, expensive, and blessed with Danish DNA, it is small yet mighty, basically the James Bond of Bluetooth speakers. 9 out of 10. Marshall Middleton. The Middleton struts in dressed as a miniature rock amp, offering classic looks, big battery life, and the ability to rescue your dying phone, all while playing your music with decent punch and customizable sound, though it never quite shreds like a true headliner. At nearly 2 kilograms and only sort of compact, it is more gym bag than pocket-sized. And beneath all the swagger, its sound is good but a little too polite for real Marshall attitude. For weekend warriors who value style and reliability over musical pyrotechnics, the Middleton is solid but not legendary. 7 out of 10. Bose SoundLink Max. Bose clearly went to the gym with this one, cramming heavyweight sound and enough bass to shake up your backyard barbecue without breaking a sweat. The premium price tag is flexing harder than the replaceable rope handle, but the wide soundstage and durable build almost make you forgive it, unless your wallet starts sobbing. No built-in mic or stereo link at launch, but hey, you can top off your phone's battery if you get bored of your tunes. 8 out of 10. Ultimate Ears Wonderboom 4. This bulldog of a speaker takes rugged to new heights. Waterproof, dustproof, and possibly trampoline-proof if you are into wild picnics. And it jams for 14 hours straight, like a caffeinated DJ. The sound punches way above its tiny size, and while audiophiles will grumble, everyone else is grooving to the bold, bouncy bass and clear vocals at your pool party. Lack of a microphone and premium app features mean it is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but for fun on the go, it is basically unstoppable. 9 out of 10. Marshall Middleton III. Marshall packed proper rockstar vibes into this pint-sized speaker. The sound is warm, rich, and loud enough to make your neighbors politely hate you, with bass that thumps but never overpowers. You've got true 360-degree sound that actually works, a battery so long-lasting you will forget what your charger looks like, and a design that belongs on display. Sure, you are stuck with just 3 EQ presets, but honestly, most users will just leave it in Marshall mode and let the good times roll. 9 out of 10. JBL Flip 7. This little tube sounds way bigger than its size, like a chihuahua packing the bark of a Great Dane, thanks to upgraded drivers and a splash-proof suit of armor that's begging for pool parties. The sound gets crisper and punchier, plus you get some AI wizardry and lossless USB audio if you want to nerd out. But stereo is a dream unless you buy a second one for double trouble. Battery life is decent for a speaker this energetic, though it's still outlasted by your average teenager's phone. 9 out of 10. Anker Soundcore Motion X600. Ever wanted your kitchen to sound like a concert hall? This chunky beauty pulls it off with spatial audio magic and a bass that thumps even before you hit more bass mode. Think boombox swagger with a handle, minus needing 6 giant batteries. Whether you're jamming to orchestras or electropop, it never flinches. Even at max volume, everything is still tight and clear, and you can party in the rain thanks to the waterproof build. It's nearly perfect for portable power, but make sure you remember the charger, because this thing likes to gobble watts. 9 out of 10. Tribit X Sound Plus 2. If you like your music with extra punch and want your wallet to survive, the X Sound Plus 2 is the budget beast that smacks bass and nails vocals with a sound that rivals pricier models. Even the boomiest dance tracks get the royal treatment. The custom EQ settings let you tweak your tunes like a DJ on vacation, and it'll hang with you all day long. This thing just refuses to die, even when you crank it up loud. Not the best for every genre, but if you live for fun and portable audio on the cheap, it's hard to beat. 8 out of 10. Bose SoundLink Micro. This little speaker struts into your picnic with a body smaller than your sandwich, but it's pretty sturdy. Water, dust, and the occasional clumsy dog are no match for its compact armor. Sound is surprisingly good for something that fits in your palm, with vocals and podcasts clear as a bell, though if you're hoping for thunderous bass, you might have to settle for a polite tap instead of a big boom. It runs out of steam in larger spaces and there's no way to crank up the treble, but for quick doses of music outdoors, it's a trusty sidekick. 7 out of 10. Sonos Roam 2. Looking softer than a yoga mat and almost as portable, the Roam 2 is ideal for those who fancy crisp sound and an actually decent bass from something you can toss in your backpack. It nails the audio quality. Rich, balanced, and not once does it embarrass itself with distortion at higher volumes. But bring a power bank, because its battery is about as committed as my diet after seeing chocolate. Switching between Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is easy, which gives it bonus travel points, and the sound adapts so well it feels like magic, just not the kind that lasts all day. 8 out of 10. LG X Boom Bounce. This speaker believes bigger means better and arrives ready to turn any backyard into a full-blown rave, blasting out room-shaking bass that can make your neighbors dance or call the police. AI sound calibration tweaks the tone for each song and every corner, so you actually hear your synths, vocals, and deep drums with proper style. Plus, you can link it to other LGs if you dare reach party meltdown levels. However, it's about as subtle as a glitter cannon and not super compact, so unless you're hosting a dance-off, you might want something a bit less thumpy. 6 out of 10. Ears Wonderboom L. If you want a budget beast that thumps out punchy bass and crystal vocals, the Ears Wonderboom L flexes its jumbo bass technology, like a party bouncer who moonlights as a choir boy. Seriously, this little tank even survives, plunges in the pool thanks to its rugged, waterproof build. The indoor and outdoor modes are like sound sorcery. Flip a button, and suddenly your playlist goes from cozy coffee shop to campfire rave. With battery life so long, you might wonder if it's solar-powered. The look is pure practical, not a fashion icon, but for the price you get big, bold sound, and enough volume to outplay your noisy friends. 9 out of 10. Beats Pill 2024. The Beats Pill is back from the dead and slicker than your uncle's hair gel, pumping out big brawny bass and brilliant treble so sharp it could probably shave you while you jam. Plus, it'll happily charge your phone through USB-C, just in case you run out of battery-snapping selfies with your new stylish speaker. Designed tougher than a $2 steak, it shrugs off dust and water like a seasoned festival-goer, and its audio is clearer than your mother's advice, cutting through wind and annoying chatter with ease. The price tag is a little spicy, but hey, you get balanced sound and cool looks for the cash. 8 out of 10. DOS Soundbox Plus. The DOS Soundbox Plus tries its hardest to look cool with RGB lighting and a battery that'll keep it twinkling all night. But when it comes to bass, this lightweight speaker just politely declines to join the dance. Music lovers get decent vocals and easy controls, but may find themselves dreaming of beefier sound. It plays nice with voice assistance and stays water-resistant for backyard hangouts, so it's not a total wallflower, though its lack of thump and no companion app puts it in the meh pile for portable party power. Honestly, it is fine for podcasts or as a backup, but serious tunes deserve a little more punch. 5 out of 10. Tribit Stormbox Micro 2. This pocket-sized powerhouse packs enough punch that you will wonder if someone shrunk a boombox and crammed it full of caffeine. The sound is lively. The battery can bail out your dying phone, and you could dunk it in your soup without worrying, all for a price that feels almost suspiciously cheap. Sure, it gets a bit grumpy if you blast it on uneven surfaces or expect nightclub bass from a palm-sized speaker, but it delivers far more fun than you would expect for the money. 8 out of 10. Sony ULT Field 5. Sony's ULT Field 5 is like a party on your shoulder. Chunky, boisterous, and ready to light up any backyard with pulsing LEDs and bass that could startle your neighbor's cat. It pumps out warm, energetic sound and lasts longer than your best friend's playlist, but it is hefty enough that you might mistake it for gym equipment when tossing into your bag. The sound could be sharper, and the price a bit friendlier, but if you like your music loud and your speakers with attitude, this one is up for the challenge. 7 out of 10. JBL Flip 6. The JBL Flip 6 rolls into the scene bringing punchy, vibrant audio and a dust and waterproof build that pretty much makes it unstoppable at BBQs, pool parties, or anywhere spilled salsa might appear. It has enough bass to rattle cans, a battery that outlasts your social energy, and stereo sound that makes your tunes sizzle. Just do not expect angelic highs from the top end on every track. For the price, style, and sound, you get a crowd pleaser that is practically always invited, even if it sometimes craves a little forgiveness up high. 9 out of 10. JBL Charge 6. Big bass in a bottle-sized package and a battery that outlasts your attention span. JBL's Charge 6 brings punch and polish, whether you're powering a picnic or ignoring calls like a pro. It shrugs off water, dust, and questionable playlists, and even charges your phone if you forget civilization exists. Not a karaoke machine, but for tunes and podcasts, it's a vibe that refuses to quit. 9 out of 10. Sony ULT Field 7. More party animal than portable speaker, the Sony ULT Field 7 packs deep bass, disco lights, and karaoke spirit, all bundled in a rugged tube you can drag outdoors or drop in your garage. It boasts battery life longer than your last relationship and handles backyard jams with pro-level volume, but its AC-only charging and hulking size mean it's not hiking with you anytime soon. Great for the party, less great for backpackers who want subtlety. 8 out of 10. Sony SRS XB Hard. This tiny Sony might look like a glorified pepper shaker, but its sound punches up, packing a bit of bass and surprising volume for wheelie suitcase travelers and pool floaters alike. Ultra waterproof and dustproof, it's a lightweight companion you can toss in your bag. Just don't expect it to fill big rooms or host a rave. It's strictly for small but mighty vibes. Super portable, easy to use, but not exactly the life of the party. 6 out of 10. Bose SoundLink Flex 2nd Gen. This stylish little beast strolls into your life, looking sleek enough for a designer shelf while promising durability that survives beach trips and the occasional kitchen salsa mishap. The audio is crisp and balanced with just enough lively detail to keep you grooving, but if you push the volume to the max, expect a touch of harshness and bass that sulks rather than shakes the room. The Handy app lets you tinker with EQ, but there are only a few presets, so if you want party-level thump, you're better off investing in a subwoofer or two. 8 out of 10. Anker Soundcore Boom 2. This chunky party monster cranks out booming bass with enough gusto to rattle your neighbor's teeth, and if you drop it in the pool, don't worry. It floats like a very loud rubber duck. Battery life goes all day and all night, and you get a splashy light show, yet those highs and mids struggle for attention, sometimes hiding behind the bass like shy sidekicks at a rave. If you want chest-thumping volume without fussing about perfect clarity, this is your party ticket. Otherwise, audiophiles might want to look elsewhere for the detail. 6 out of 10. JBL Clip 5. The JBL Clip 5 is your miniature sound buddy with a mighty attitude. Strap it anywhere and it throws down surprisingly lively audio that punches above its weight for park hangs and cycle rides. Expect balanced mids and treble, plus a cute bass kick for its size. But if you try to turn up the volume for a house party, you'll quickly discover its limits and a bit of bass squishing. It's rugged, waterproof, and the new EQ in the app squeezes out every drop of oomph, making it a pocket rocket for outdoors. Just don't expect room-shaking volume. 7 out of 10. Marshall Middleton II. Move over, potato salad. This pint-sized rock star will jiggle your snacks right off the picnic table with punchy mids and bass that's surprisingly lively for its minuscule size. Clip it to your backpack and take it to your next garden party, knowing it's so rugged and compact that even your forgetful friend won't be able to break it, though the volume sometimes wants you to huddle a little closer for the action. It delivers that classic Marshall vibe, making every playlist sound richer, but if you're hosting a rave in the woods, maybe bring a second. Still, it's the coolest little speaker in its price range. 8 out of 10. JBL Flip 5. This portable pal pumps out buttery smooth sound and takes all your musical moods in stride, from kitchen raves to lazy backyard lounging. So waterproof you could wash it with your dishes, almost. While it ditched stereo sound and left the dust flat behind, the battery runs long and the price is sweet, making it perfect for folks who want good jams without any extra fuss. It's budget-friendly and nearly indestructible, but would have been an all-star if it had kept some of its older features from the previous model. 7 out of 10. JBL Extreme 4. The Extreme 4 blasts thumping bass so hard it feels like you're hosting a backyard music festival. Your neighbors may love you or not, depending on your playlist. With a whopping 70 watts of power, customizable EQ, and marathon battery life, this monster is basically the party MVP, though your wallet might feel personally attacked by the price. If you want to cause friendly audio chaos at every gathering, or maybe shake loose a few floorboards, this is your guy, but only if you can stomach the cost. 9 out of 10. Ultimate Ears Epic Boom. If your picnic playlist needs more boom than your grandma's bingo night, the Epic Boom delivers sound that's louder than your cousin's conspiracy theories. Its chunky watermelon-shaped build somehow manages to take a dip in the pool and survive, but don't expect it to blend in with your minimalist decor unless you like the look of a glorified submarine. The punchy bass is mood-lifting and the controls are actually simple, but for this price, there should be a party mode that also helps you find your shoes. 7 out of 10.